Hello everybody, it's Parker and I just wanted to show y'all a couple things with the garden today. I've got some fish emulsion fertilizer and I was going to show some trellising ideas for the tomatoes as well as the beans. But first I wanted to show the coleus that I planted in the last video. It's doing very good, even putting on some new growth and seems to have recovered quite well. Over here we have some lilies in flower and they look very nice, very nice. So over here in the bed we have the beans finally taking a hold of the trellis. They're not the best at grabbing onto ropes, so they did need some assistance in the start. I used, and actually you can see one that I haven't taken off yet, these little bits of rope to kind of help them, and after that they've kind of taken off. I'm very happy with the way everything's looking here. The carrots are a bit spindly, very thin. I think it might be because of the amount of shade they're getting, especially with everything on this row getting so large. I'm not sure what I'll do with these beans here. I think if I continue to let them grow like here, the carrots will get completely shaded out. All my tomatoes though, I've been pruning the suckers off, like this one here. I'll just pinch those off as soon as I get a chance. Just like that. And they come off very easily with your hands. You don't need to use any pruners if they're small. It actually will do less damage if you use your hands. And I plan on getting those over here. I want to get another supporting stake. As you can see, they're bending quite a lot. But over here I've got another rope set up for the tomatoes, and the two on the left are getting quite tall. I've got 4 in total over here. The two on the right are a little bit behind. Got another rope set up now. I'm hoping for them to catch up, but I'm not sure they will. This one's starting to flower, and you just take the rope and bring it on the opposite side of the way you did the one before, like so, and then it creates tension so it holds it steady in the wind. We've been getting a lot of wind here, so it's important to keep these, even that aren't in line. I should have done a better job transplanting them, attached at some point like this, so even if the wind's blowing really bad, they don't topple over. I've had that happen in the past. So the reason that I was needing the fish emulsion, or at least the reason that I think I need the fish emulsion, is because all these wood chips that I'm using as the mulch, I think are tying up a lot of the nitrogen in the soil. So similar to how in compost the carbon is the brakes and the nitrogen is the gas pedal, we have here a lot of carbon with the wood chips, and all the nitrogen, all the gas pedal is being used for breaking that down here at the bottom, right in here. And the peppers aren't getting as much as I'd like, so I'm thinking I'll apply a little bit of fish emulsion. One thing with the fish emulsion is that the bottle and most of the fertilizer bottles come with caps meant to hold the tablespoon amount that is provided in the instructions whenever you're making the concoction. So I'm gonna go ahead and make it for garden beds. It says here to use 2 tablespoons per gallon of water, and my watering jug is 2 gallons, so I will put 4 4 of the caps in, and so this is it. And then this is 1 tablespoon. This stuff stinks. That's also very brown. And there's number 4. Now, I'm going to go wash my hands and get a paper towel to clean this up. And I'll be right back. And I'm back. So, I've got the paper towel to clean up the cap. Now, I got to put in 2 gallons of water. So, while the water is filling up, I thought I'd explain that if the wood chips are buried, then they'll actually tie up a lot more nitrogen than if they are sitting on the surface. This is because they aren't in contact with as many soil organisms, and only that bottom layer is. So, back to the video. Alright, I've now got my 2 gallons of water mixed in with my fish emulsion, and I will pour it onto the garden bed. So, I have no one to help me do this, so it might be a bit tricky to record. And now I've got 2 gallons mixed with 4 tablespoons of the fish emulsion, and it has rained recently, but the soil is just saturated and not waterlogged, so it'll be okay to apply 1 gallon here, I think. And I'm just trying to apply very evenly. I'm doing this bed as well just because I plan to add wood chips very soon, as soon as the carrots get a bit taller. So it will likely have the same problems that we are seeing in the other beds. Additionally, here on the kind of end cap of the row, the tomatoes already have a decent amount of wood chips. Tomatoes are known to be heavy feeders, so I'm just trying to be preventive instead of... I'm making sure that there also is no pulling whenever I do this. Otherwise, there will not be as much getting into the root layer. And now, this is the bed that really needs it. It's got quite a bit of wood chips here, so we need to apply the gas. And the gas is the nitrogen. In it goes, and I want to predominantly focus it on the upper part of the pepper. Just trying to get an even application. And also, whenever I try and water, I try and keep it, especially with fish emulsion, off of the leaves. That will definitely lead to an increase in disease and pathogens. Here we are at the other one. These peppers have put on some flowers, but they are looking a little sorry. These, I think, came from transplant shock. I'm gonna apply some here as well. Probably the rest. So, with that done, and there is no pooling, which is good. The tomatoes are looking good. All of these I was pulling the suckers off, just like the other ones. And they're putting on some flowers. So, lastly, this were strawberry plants I've been keeping in pots since I plan on moving home soon. They are producing strawberries. I got 2 this morning. And so the next video will be chrysanthemum propagations at work, and then I'll be exploring kind of the best way to do it. We follow a lot of the protocol of the poinsettias, but there are a little bit of differences there. So yeah, that's all, and have a good day.